If you follow me on Twitter, you'll know that I wasn't too happy about the fact that Danny Gonzalez did a video with Drew Gooden about the Renner App, because at the time, I had been researching for this video. God damn it, I'm foiled again by YouTubers who are faster than me. But you know, it happens. We have to persevere. I am still making this video because though they talked about the app, and I'm also going to talk about the app, this video is going to be all about Jer's Hot Girl Summer. That's it. That's my intro. Hi, I'm Amanda, and you're watching Swell Entertainment. I know what you're thinking. Amanda, you don't really talk about celebrities, you talk about YouTubers and influencers, and you critique them or analyze what they're doing. This is off-brand for me, sort of. Thing is that I have been closely following Remy's antics this whole summer. I wanted to make this video to compile some of the things, you know, critique some things, ask some questions, maybe give a little bit of advice here and there. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. I'm just gonna wing this, which seems to be what he's doing. Now, Avengers Endgame came out in April, but we're going to include it here. If you haven't seen my Endgame videos, you should go watch them. It explains quite a bit. I don't talk about Clint a lot, but what I do talk about, I'm not kind about. The Renster is benefiting from being in the highest grossing movie of all time, so that's why I wanted to include it here. Also, a lot of his Instagram references back to being Hawkeye and playing Hawkeye. His app also references being Hawkeye. Moving on, we had his music. I'm assuming you all saw the video that he tweeted out hinting at his video for Heaven Don't Have a Name. People were understandably confused because Heaven does have a name. It's Heaven. The song never goes on to explain why Heaven doesn't have a name, or I'm sorry, don't have a name. The song actually came out last year where Jeremy Renner was just featured on the track. No one really cared about it then. It appears that Jeremy Renner must have purchased the song or licensed the song or something, or is paying royalties or something. To be frank, I don't know the full inner workings of the business side of the music industry. I just don't. Obviously, he has re-released it under his own name, re-recorded it. If he didn't re-record it, then he definitely auto-tuned the out of it. It's similar but also not. A lot of his songs sound like he believes he's found the line between hard rock and country and he's walking that line, when in reality it sounds like he's trying to be an Imagine Dragons cover artist. At the time of recording this, it looks like Renny has done 3 different Jeep music video commercials. Each one features a different one of his songs, and each one includes the title of his song, and it's doing like almost like a full music video. And also there's one where it talks about like a tour and it's on a tour bus. Side note, if this video gets like, let's shoot low but also like high in regards to my channel. Let's say if this video gets 5,000 likes and he actually goes on tour, I will go to one of his shows. I'll do it for you. I tried going to one of Jeremy Renner's shows so you don't have to. Is that content? I really only have a question about the Jeep commercials. I'm not quite sure who's making money here. Celebrity endorsements usually cost a lot. I mean, just looking at like what influencers make from SpawnCon and all that. Celebrities also make quite a bit of money from endorsements and deals with companies, including the Jeep deal. But each video features one of Renpai's songs. So I'm really curious, is he making money or is Jeep making money? And I feel like he's getting an obscene amount of money, but because of the featuring of his songs, was that just in the contract or did they cut back on what they were paying him? I don't need to know the specific number of what you're getting paid, but I'm just curious. Sometime around April, a video circulated of what we are led to believe is J-Ren having fun with himself. Unfortunately, it happens. If you follow me on Twitter, you know that I didn't hear about it till August. One, I needed to know if it existed, and then I wanted to know if you could tell if it was him or not. There are certain things that when I hear about them, I really want to know the answer to something. Sometimes I get television over finding out the answers to dumb things. That's what happened here, and it led to me going onto Google and searching Jeremy Renner penis while I was out to dinner with my dad and his girlfriend. I don't know why I'm like this. I did watch the video, not while I was out to dinner. I don't think you can tell either way whether it is him or not. However, I also didn't listen to it with audio. After the whole Noah Centineo video, you know which one I'm talking about. I don't want to listen to any leaks with audio on. I can't do it. Obviously, I'm not gonna link the video if that's my next / current, I need to get to the bottom of this thing I'm focusing on is a couple months ago, there was a rumor going around that Chris Evans spent 100 grand on a personal sex dungeon. I don't care how much he spent on it, I just really want to know whether or not it exists. I don't know why I find the concept of Chris Evans having a sex dungeon so funny, but I do, and I need to know the answer. While I was editing, I found the answer to my inquiry. So Chris Evans does have a sex dungeon, just not this Chris Evans. So according to this tweet, Chris Evans, who's a radio presenter in the UK, his house went on sale and he had a sex dungeon in the house, and apparently someone piggybacked off that and said that Chris Evans, as in the American Chris Evans, was into BDSM and had a sex dungeon. I have no idea where the 100-gram price tag came from, but we now know it's not this Chris Evans, and frankly, I'm disappointed. Like every celebrity, the first half of Ren and Stimpy has an Instagram. His Instagram posts could potentially be summed up with chaotic neutral dad posts. Now, some of his captions occasionally sound like influencer moms, but again, he is a dad, so we're gonna let that slide. He uses a lot of hashtags and doesn't do a lot of formatting. I believe I mentioned this earlier, but he also posts a lot of screen grabs of Hawkeye. He also apparently doesn't know how to use the regram feature, because here he took a post that the Russos had posted. It looks like he shared it to his Instagram story and then screenshotted it and then re-uploaded it to his Instagram. The Spider-Man post. Now, the Spider-Man post was made right as the news started circulating that Sony was pulling Spider-Man from Marvel and that Spider-Man would no longer be a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, if I wasn't familiar with the Jerenators type of posts, I would look at this post and think, wow, Marvel is trying to use their actors to garner sympathy from the fans and get them to shame Sony into agreeing to the original terms that Marvel set forth. But looking at it now, I'm just like, you know what, this is like really on brand for the Rennerito. I genuinely think that he looked at the situation, read one headline, and was like, hey, give us back Spider-Man. This is unrelated to the topic of this video. However, I did bring it up, so I want to talk about it briefly because I was gonna make a video about this and then I decided, I'd better not. Personally, I really don't think there's a right side in the Spider-Man debate. Marvel/Disney and Sony are both two companies that don't care about how much you love Spider-Man or how much you like seeing him alongside the rest of the Avengers or the other characters in the MCU. They don't care about that. They only care about money, and that's all this has ever been about. Moving on. Iron Ren, as far as your Instagram goes, I need you to consider the possibility of maybe just hiring like a social media coach, someone to help you out, learn the basics of Instagram, you know, learn the ropes. Social media teams are a thing. You can hire a social media manager even to just specifically help you post things and tidy up your posts and make them look really clean, because some of your posts are clearly from high quality photo shoots or high quality uploads, and other ones again are just screen grabs. And I just think that if you want to really maintain your persona that you're trying to build yourself, especially as you're trying to become a budding rock star, just something to think about really. A very simple way to make your post look cleaner is, instead of putting it directly in your post, in the first comment, you just put all your hashtags there, and that alone will help make your Instagram post look much cleaner. So this next thing is something that apparently is actually common that I had no idea actually existed. Different celebrities, from models to musicians to athletes to Captain Jer, have Amazon stores. These celebrity Amazon stores are essentially stylized storefronts where they can put their favorite Amazon items. Now, some of these items may be from the celebrity's personal line, like Heidi Klum, or they can be of gamer headsets like Post Malone. And son of Remy has stuffed his with a bunch of outdoor and camping gear. Now, Amazon actually has an affiliate program that anyone can be a part of. For example, if I was a part of the affiliate program, I could post a link to some of the gear that I use to record down below. If you were to click on this link and go and buy the gear from that link, I would get a percentage of that money. Probably link his Amazon store. I'm not making any money from that. I am not an affiliate at this time. However, I'm fairly certain that part of the perks for celebrities making Amazon stores is that they are also seeing a profit from someone purchasing one of the items that are listed in their stores through the affiliate link, probably at a higher rate than someone like me who's not a celebrity. So potentially the Ren Widow is making money from this Amazon store. However, I'm not certain that the stores are affiliate links, so all of this is allegedly. Just to be safe, everything I'm talking about in this video is alleged. Allegedly, hypothetically, theoretically, loose receipts. Let's go with that. Some loose receipts. Moving forward, Jeremy Renner, the app. I heard about this on Twitter. Before I even fully comprehended that there was a Jeremy Renner app, I heard about the fact that people apparently had figured out how they could spoof names on there. So there was apparently a Casey Anthony. I saw Michael Jordan, multiple Jeremy Renners. Maybe get some better moderators. Overall, what I was hearing about the app on Twitter sounded fairly chaotic. So naturally, I decided I needed to download it to my phone immediately. Because weirdly, I thrive in chaos. Where it says the developer name, it also says comma, Hawkeye's at the Avengers, you can distance yourself from this. I mean, I know you just signed a contract and you're going to be doing the Hawkeye show and you're going to have Kate Bishop, which is probably going to be the main reason I'm watching because I love Kate Bishop and I really want to know how this is going to go and how you guys are going to ruin her for me. So I downloaded the app and I am immediately greeted by this very fun video that was definitely clearly done in one take. The audio decided to be stupid, so I decided just to cut it out and explain. The clip was Jeremy in one take and seemingly no script talking about why he wanted to start the app and how they were going to do giveaways and things like that and they were going to get exclusive content. But something he mentioned, which is something I'm going to talk about, is he says nothing in the shower, nothing crazy like that, but you know, just exclusive behind the scene content, and that's it. My favorite part about this video is that it's super vague. It doesn't even seem scripted. I like the comment he made about like, oh, nothing in the shower, nothing crazy like that. What's your definition of crazy? I'm very curious. Like, are we just talking about bathroom stuff? Or are you like the outdoors? Is that going to be like your main focus for where you make content? I'm just really curious what type of private Snapchat content we're going to be getting by downloading the free Jeremy Renner app. Once that video ends, you are immediately led into this very scary acting headshot. It makes me picture like the opening scene of a horror movie where the no-name victim is walking home alone at night. She walks into her house and suddenly every single surface, the whole room is covered with multiple copies of this photo. And she's confused. She's concerned. Who is this man? How did this person get into my house? What does this mean? And then suddenly a man walks into the room, but you don't know what he looks like because it's just this photo covering his face, maybe held on by like duct tape or staples. I don't know how intense we're getting with this horror movie yet, but maybe it's staples. Maybe it's glitter stars. I don't know. And then she like dies. Obviously it's the opening credit scene of a horror movie. Someone has to die. That's how it works. Now, let me be clear. I repeatedly said that that was a horror movie scenario. I'm talking about the jarring nature of this photo and what it made me think of when I first saw it, because every time I go to open the app, it's just this very intense face looking at me and it's vaguely uncomfortable. I'm not gonna go super in depth about the Bat-Ren element of the Jeremy Renner app. Obviously Danny and Drew already did that. Fun fact, while I'm filming this, Drew Gooden is still the #1 fan on this post. So like they said in their video, when you open the app, you get an alert saying you are gifted 100 stars from DJ Ren. What do those stars do? You can give them back to him to try and be noticed. That's it. Now on the app, there's also the fan feed where people on the app can post. My favorite thing is that when I first opened the app, and currently as the app is open on my phone right now, it's still the troll post saying, if you are a troll, move on, find the underside of the bridge and some billy goats to scare. Literally asking that we get off this app. I'm not trolling, I haven't posted anything. I also don't want to spend money to troll. I believe you can also boost your own posts. So again, you're spending more money. I've seen a lot of people on this app commenting, asking literally on almost every single post, what American Jeremy's relationship status is. Now, according to a very brief Google search, it appears he's currently single. So make sure all of you on the app keep using those stars and shooting your shot because you have a chance. Because like a live streaming TikTok boy, he will only notice you if you are a top contributor. The point about me bringing up his Instagram again was because a lot of the posts on the Instagram feed are literally just posts that he ripped off his own Instagram. And when I say ripped off, I mean he clearly just screenshotted a lot of those posts and then reposted them. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to give us content. I'm truly grateful. He also has a section for his music, again featuring the scary headshot. I'm not gonna play anything. One, I don't want to get copyright claimed, and he seems like the type of person who, if I use like a 10-second clip, would probably try and like copyright claim my whole house or something like that. I don't have anything to take. Really, I don't have a lot of money. But the thing is that the music tab on the app every once in a while has like a red dot as if there's an update, and then I would go to it and there's never anything else. There's no new music, and that's pretty much it for the app. Bye bye trolls, you will never stop us from loving and supporting this great and amazing handsome guy! 5 exclamation points. To the self-serving narcissistic twats that have infiltrated this app, spelled AP by the way. Are you desperate for attention because you have been kicked off every other social media site? I would love if this app is someone's last resort to social media. That'd make my day. Let's see, any other posts? Originally, the rest of this section was me talking about some of the troll posts and people saying they were going to just block the trolls. And then I talked about how there was no ability to block. Jeremy put this post up there. I decided there was a couple other things I wanted to talk about instead. So in this post, Jeremy talks about how he reached out to the company EscapeX, who runs the app, and has asked them to take it down because the app has become everything he didn't want. He wanted this to be a place for his fans, and it turned into a place for trolls, and he's just going to take the app down. My opinion is that this is partially a lie, because also in this post, he talks about how for the last 90 days, he asked that everyone be refunded who spent money to buy stars for the app. Now, if you watched Drew or Jani's video, or if you saw anyone else's posts on Twitter about the app, you'll see that a lot of people accidentally overcharged themselves for stars because of the way the payment setting was set up. So I'm wondering if someone potentially called them out. I noticed that I started gaining stars. I would close out the app and open it back up again and realize that I had gained 10 more stars. I am now up to almost 200 stars. I think they got called out for the issues with the money and the stars, so they tried to fix the problem by making it so that you could earn stars without spending money, but maybe that wasn't enough, and so they're just taking down the app. Now again, that's my opinion. Let's say that what this post is actually saying is true, and that this is getting taken down because of the trolls and the spoofing of identities and all that. I'm done with the nicknames for a second. Jeremy, what the put more than 1 iota of effort into this app. Your name is literally on it. All you have to do really is hire better moderators or fix the problem of spoofing. And yeah, maybe this wouldn't be easy. Maybe this would take a couple updates to get right. But seriously, over time, people would get bored with messing with the app and your genuine supporters would stay on the app. This just looks like a cop-out. It looks like you were faced with the possibility of having to do more than a simple button press of work, and you decided to give up and throw in the towel. That's what this looks like. I just think that he was faced with the possibility of having to do more work than he was willing to do, and he wasn't down for that, so he's just like, okay, let's just get rid of the app. Again, my opinion. Jeremy, I feel like a lot of what you're doing right now, especially the app in particular, you potentially see as a side hustle. You don't want to put a lot of work into these things. Maybe your team doesn't want to put a lot of work into these things. But when you put your name on something and then it looks like you give up like this, it's not a good look. This looks like you're throwing in the towel at the first sign of things being more difficult than you set out for them to be. All right, I'm done. I need to go get dinner and be a human being. I've been up since 3 a.m., so if I look tired, that's why. Anyway, that's it. Let's say, hypothetically, this video goes anywhere and you see it. Jeremy. Can I call you Jeremy? Jeremy, let's say hypothetically you see this video and you've made it to this point and you haven't blocked me or sent a cease and desist, or maybe just clicked off, you know, maybe you're not confrontational. If there's anything that I really hope that you take away from this video, there's just this small piece of advice that I really want to impart on you. Please start putting sunscreen on the back of your neck. I'm not gonna post photos to justify why I'm bringing this up to you because I don't want to be a complete dick. What is it about grown white men who do stuff outside? It seems they're all just incapable of putting sunscreen on the back of their necks. I'm concerned for your long-term well-being. You have one sunscreen listed in your Amazon store. I highly recommend getting it and using it on the back of your neck. That's all I'm gonna say. Take care of this shit. Not just your face, not just your arms and your shoulders, even though they also need sunscreen. You just can't forget the back of your neck. That's it. That's my helpful tip. Thank you for watching this video. I know this was a very weird video. Like most of my videos, this one had no real flow and it was clunky, and I've just accepted that that's how this is going for me. Again, thank you for watching. Shout out to my patrons, Sarah, Catherine, and Aaron. Thank you for supporting me on my Patreon. If you would also like to support me on my Patreon, the link will be listed down below. If you'd like to follow me on all my social media and also see me tweet about dumb things celebrities and influencers do, follow me on all my stuff, including my Twitter, and sometimes you get updates about what videos I'm working on, or updates about ideas I have, or I ask questions about whether or not I should do videos on a topic. Check me out. Maybe. Sort of. I don't know. Do you want to? It'd be cool if you did. Alright, that's it. Bye. I don't have a idea for an end credit scene, so I'm just going to post the blooper from filming this video where I thought someone was outside my window. You are given a notification saying that Delta Phi Jeremy has gifted you 100 stars. I'm sorry, someone's outside my window. Oh god, the Jeremy Renner army is already coming to kill me. Anyway.